All right. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Honor to all those that I learn from. Of course, those men that are constantly pushing out this word, on the internet. You know, people like me are thankful for that. All praises, matter of fact, here we go with double honors to their teachers, the apostles of Israel. And shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking truth, righteousness, and hoping for edification. Now today, I really want to go into Moab and Ammon. I just want to really just say, really Moab and Ammon, this is how you want to treat the people of the Most High. This is how you want to treat Yasharallah. This is how you want to treat Israel. After all the Most High has done to really almost preserve your nation. But after the sacrifice of almost begging the Most High to preserve his nephew Lot, you want to go and treat, the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob this way? I'm going to go into Genesis 18, 17, 23. I'm going to actually just go ahead and read those few chapters right there. I'm going to start with Genesis 18, 17. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, said, shall I hide from Abraham that thing which I do, seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. All the nations, you're going to be blessed in the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in him. For I know him that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him. Verse 20. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me. And if not, I will know. So you can see that, what was coming out of Sodom and Gomorrah was just pure. The people was mourning. And the Most High said, I'm going to go check and see what's going on down there and see if it's really going, and pretty much the cries had a lot of validity to it. And the men turned verse 22, and the men turned their faces from thence and went towards Sodom. But Abraham stood yet before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Now we know the Most High was about to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and he didn't want to hide it from Abraham. And by telling Abraham what he was going to do, which he was going to pretty much lay waste Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham had someone precious to him living in Sodom, his nephew Lot. And if you read on, you can see how Abraham practically, had to beg the Most High not to destroy his nephew. He started out with saying, oh Lord, if there'd be 50, will you save them? And pretty much there wasn't 50. He had to get it all the way down to 10. And he said, if there's 10 people that I'll save Sodom and Gomorrah. So he was pretty much just trying to put forth some kind of, a plea for him to save his nephew Lot. And we know out of Lot came the two nations of Moab and Ammon. And those two nations, which the Most High sent two angels down there to warn. If we read on in chapter 19, the Most High sent two angels, to Lot while he was sitting at the gate to warn him to get out of Sodom. The Most High put forth the effort. Abraham put forth the effort to save, his nephew, which came two nations, Moab and Ammon, and these people have pretty much been a thorn in the side of Yasharallah for their entire existence. We could look in Numbers 22 when Moab hires Balaam to curse Israel, or you know, in Second Samuel chapter 10 when Hanun took David's servants and shaved off half their beards just to shame them. These two nations have been a thorn in our side when they really should, they should bend over bend over backwards to try to look out for Yasharallah. And we could even look in today's present time. I mean, check out your neighborhood. Walk through, if you're of Yasharallah or of Israel and you live in, a Jake neighborhood, just walk through your neighborhood and you can just see the stores. Who's running those stores? Usually it's someone from Moab, which is China, you know, or Ammon, which is pretty much Japanese or Korean. They own the hair stores, and we've seen in the past couple of years how those hair store owners have been beating the Negro woman's behind. Woman go up in there and act a fool. That one of those men they're gonna check you. But your man at home can't check you, but this dude from Ammon gonna check you real tight. You see how that's been going on. I mean, they've been literally whooping their ass in the middle of the store. So these people have been a thorn in the side of our nation, ever since, they had a chance to be a thorn in the side of our nation. So really, Moab and Ammon, y'all really should take a look at yourselves and wonder, you guys should show a little more respect to the people of Israel. Everyone's come to this country, especially Moab and Ammon, and to set up shop in all the Jake neighborhoods just so that you can eat. And, there's going to be a price to pay for that. And pretty much it's about that time to pay. In second, we're going to go in Psalms 60 and 80. The Most High has sent a message onto you, Moab, saying, you're going to be my wash pot. Since you like, being the cleanup man and just the worker bee for these Edomites, because that's pretty much what Moab is now, right now, for the nation of Edom. He's the guy that's doing all the slave labor. Edom, he didn't want to. He saw how Jake was coming up in America. We're getting these factory jobs. We congregate around places where we can get a factory job. Chicago, New York. There's a reason why there's a lot of Jake living in those areas, because we're able to find work. Jake's always been wanting to work. Esau wants to call us lazy, but the second we know we can go someplace and find fair job, fair pay, we're there. And that's what they were doing in Chicago. That's what they're doing in New York. That's what they're doing in a lot of northern states. So we went there to find work. And, Jake was working. Jake was doing good in Michigan. So what did Esau do? Esau can't stand to see us have a productive lifestyle, to see us have a woman at home, see our children being raised with a father. Esau can't stand that. So he pretty much shipped all the jobs to Moab and Ammon. And, so since Moab and Ammon, since you want to be the sort of worker bee for Esau, guess what? In Psalm 16:8, the Most High said, you're going to be his wash pot. So when we come back in power, you want to do some work too, man. You want to work for this dude, you're going to be working for us. And you won't love it. So I'm just going to end, going into second Esdras. Oh, yeah. 6 and verse 66. And he says, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So all you other nations, all you Psalm 83 nations that made a confederacy and came up against the nation of Israel, the Most High, he don't saw y'all coming from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? He said you're like spittle, you're like nothing, and y'all gonna put in some work. From the moment y'all put your hands on the nation of Israel, you lost it. You lost the inheritance. You lost everything that was yours. You want to get it back. You want to get it back eventually, but right now, when your house shot comes back, ain't nothing yours. Ain't nothing gonna belong to nobody. He's gonna have all. Everything's gonna be his, and then he's gonna divvy it out the way he want to give it out. But when he shows back up, just go get ready to bow, and with everything you got, ain't nothing gonna be yours. All this stuff you've been, doing all this little shicey stuff to harm a Negro man, just to take everything he got, laugh at him, think you got money, think you got coming in his neighborhood, you practically, just running through his pockets, you know what I'm saying, selling him that nasty food, just doing everything you can to spite him. Everything you've done has been in vain. And when Yahweh Shai comes back, ain't nothing gonna belong to nobody until he gives you it. Even the breath you take ain't even yours. As you know, energy never goes away. They say you can never get rid of energy. So whatever you have, you're gonna lose it. And we all know who's gonna be the first ones to inherit the goods of this earth. Who shall inherit the earth? The meek. So I'm going to end it right there and just move on and just, end that message. Pretty much Moab and Ammon, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. If anybody should have, shook up and, and just said, you know what? Enough is enough. Let's go and let these people who know who they are. Let's go ahead and, it's time, it's time. We done had enough of this Esau dude. I mean, he just gone too far. If anybody should at least, just come up out of the trance a little bit and be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and straighten things out. It should have been you, Moab and Ammon. We ain't gonna talk about Ishmael, but we just gonna stick on you for right now, Moab and Ammon. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Honors to those that I've learned from. Double honors to the apostles of Israel. And shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking truth, seeking righteousness, and hope for edification. Shalom.